My dad had worked on removing the tracks on the forwarder. Since we will run it during the summer without them, it will probably do some work around the house, and it tears up the ground so much with the tracks on. We were lucky 3 of them could be broken apart where it was standing. For the last one we had to move it a little forward to access the track lock. Here we can see the cheapo homemade solution for tightening the tracks, some metal parts and a tensioner in between them. But this setup, it has no guidance between the 2 of them, so it wants to dip down as you tighten. But if you add a little bit of wood there that we here had to remove because the bolts on the track lock were really stuck. Here we are putting the wood back on so they don't dip down as you tighten. And once it's tightened, it's just a matter of getting the track lock back out and then moving the parts to the other side to tighten that and remove the lock on the other side. With both the locks out of the way, just releasing the tensioner and the front part, it was so much further front it wasn't really easy to go a lot further forward, so we hand pulled it far enough for it to fall down off the tire. Once it had fallen down, we could start backing the machine out. Once the machine was backed out of the way, we started the excavator, and here we got a little bit of nature. We had a squirrel next to us jumping around, being happy. It was a little tricky grabbing the tracks and trying to stack them on pallets to be able to move them around with the tractor. And it's been since last summer since I used the excavator, and there are quite a few buttons with that articulated head, also the tilt rotator. And my dad didn't like the setup it was at, so one of the functions was switched to accommodate him, and I've been running it so much with the previous setup, so I tend to do it the wrong way now in the beginning, but I think I'll get the hang of it. There are few functions when you compare to the harvester at least. Once they were all lifted out, it was changed to the bucket to scoop up some oil contaminated dirt to dispose of that properly.